What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by, spending a few minutes of your time here with me tonight. Tonight, for me, it is Sunday, round about, uh, 30 minutes past midnight or something like that. I just wanted to talk to you guys in preparation for this week, okay? I want to remind you of how simple this can be, how simple this should be, okay? Now, over the weekend, which I hope you had a great weekend, okay? But over my weekend, I did a lot of fishing with my kids. I took my two 7-year-olds and my 16-year-old out for a fun time at the lake, okay? We caught quite a few fish this weekend, okay? It was the best weekend so far of the you know, the new fishing season of this year, whatever. It was a great weekend. Now, my 16-year-old, he understands a little bit more about fishing than the 7-year-olds. And he's able to just cast his line out there and let it sit in the water and give the fish a chance to bite it. He understands that patience is a virtue, especially when it comes to fishing, all right? And the type of fishing we're doing, we're just putting worms on hooks, throwing it out there for the fish to find, okay? My two 7-year-olds, on the other hand, they have a very hard time with patience. They want to just throw the line out, reel it in, then throw it out again, then reel it back in, right? And they believe that the more times they cast that line out there, the better their chances are of catching a fish. What they're really trying to do, they're trying to speed up the process. They don't understand, you know, why they should just be patient. They do after we explain it to them, right? Like I tell them, hey guys, you got to leave that worm out there and give the fish a chance to find it, and they understand that and they're able to just let it sit for a little while longer, right? But they're trying to speed it up. And the more they do that, right, the longer they're drawing all this out, the less likely it is that they're going to catch a fish because they're just constantly active. They're trying to force it, and you can't force a fish to bite your hook, right? You have to wait patiently and wait for the fish to come to your bait and take it, okay? And then you pull on it, then you start reeling it, but not before then, okay? You see what I'm saying? We should be just like that. Think like a fisherman, bro. Sometimes you're going to have to be patient. Sometimes you're going to have to let the line sit out there for longer than you might like. But that's just how it goes, right? You need to be letting the market bring the trades to you in that same way, okay? Now, when it comes to trading, and when it comes to the strategy we're using, this type of thing, the thought process, we're really only looking for two things, okay? There's two templates. There's two types of trades, right? What are they? Try to guess it. Buy low, sell high. Those are the only two types of trades, okay? A long trade, there's a long setup, there's a short setup. All your trades should begin at some point to look very similar to each other, all right? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Now, as long as you understand signal days, you have one signal day that you like. It doesn't matter which one it is, but let's say close and breakout, okay? Because close and breakout is a very common signal day, okay? So let's say that the previous day closes in breakout to the upside, like this, okay? Here's our previous day, going to be condensed, okay? But our previous day breaks the high of the day before and closes up there, okay? We close in breakout to the upside. So the next day, we're either looking to buy this market or to sell this market if it acts right, okay? All we're looking for a long trade is a 3-session setup. Okay? We're looking for this market to dump down below closing price for the pump up, right? Or we're looking for this market to pump up for the dump, right? That's it, guys. That's it. The only sort of caveat, okay, is that let's say we're going to do, 2 different days. I'm going to show you something. So let's say they, instead of this, which is a 3 session setup, right? Tokyo puts in a low and we start to pump and we pump higher going into London. We pump up one more time in New York and then break down and dump. All right. But we could also see, and this is the only thing that's going to be different, we could also see something like this, like on the DJ30 or NAS, where we have this little narrow range, okay? And then going into New York, let's say 8 o'clock, we start pumping up, okay? 9 o'clock, we're at the high of the current day. We're coiling into 9:30. 10 o'clock starts to dump down to go lower, all right? It's the same type of pattern here, okay? We could have Tokyo give us a low. We go higher into London. We start to coil sideways, going into the 3rd session or, into New York before rolling over, okay, for the dump, all right? You're looking for this pattern. This pattern could be Tokyo, London, New York, or it could be 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. 3 sessions or 3 hours, or it could be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday breaks out, Wednesday breaks out, closes in breakout, and then Thursday coils and then dumps down. All right. 3 days, 3 sessions, or 3 hours. But on the day of the trade, you are looking for this pattern. If you're looking to short the trade, you're looking for this pattern or something similar, right? Where we pump up and then dump. Okay. If you're looking to go long, just flip your screen upside down and we're looking for the exact same pattern, just going the opposite direction. That's it. If the market looks different, bro, okay? Let's say you come to your screens and we're doing all this, okay? That's Tokyo, London, and then here's our New York Open, okay? And we're doing this number, okay? Then we're not going to trade that, right? We're not going to trade it. Or, let's say everything else is looking really good. We're at the high of the day going into New York, okay? And then we start doing this, all right? And then we don't trade it, okay? We just don't trade. That's it. You should know exactly what you're looking for, right? Like when you have your signal day, that's like a nibble on your fishing line where your bobber is just wiggling around a little bit. But once the setup is triggered, once the fish takes the bait, the bobber is going under the water and swimming away, right? The fish has taken the bait. So we're not doing anything until we see that, okay? And that's exactly what this is. Once we get something like this, and we dump, pull back, whatever, that's all we're looking for. That's the only time we're going to pull on that line and try to set the hook and start reeling it in. You understand what I'm saying? You can see this big pattern, right? From this, let's say, Tokyo low. Okay. And then we take that out in New York. You can also see it right here, though, like a micro version of it, right? So we have 3 sessions where it takes place. And then we have, 3 or 4 hours from London into New York. Boom, we have this micro pattern right here. It's always going to be like that. We could have a 3-day thing, a 3-day setup going into your trade day, but we should culminate every 3-day setup should culminate in a 3-session setup or a 3-hour setup on the day itself. Okay. So you don't need 3-day setups. All you need is a signal day and know exactly what you're looking for. Okay. Because there's only 2 options. All right. Even if, let's say, the market has been grinding down, slowly grinding down, heading into the New York session. Let's say this is Tokyo and London, right? And then 9 o'clock dumps down like this. We start pumping up. We take out those Tokyo highs, coil, okay? And then dump to continue the move lower. Right? So we don't have this market pumping up all day over the course of 3 sessions, but we do have it pumping up over the course of 3 hours for the dump. Right? You understand? So that's it, bro. That's it. You're either looking for this pattern to take place over the course of 3 sessions or 3 hours going into the session. All right? That's it. But anyway, man, I want to keep this video short. I appreciate y'all for being here. Until next time, I hope you continue to free your mind.